What grand gesture do I have to make to convince this customer I care? And the thing is, you're missing the point, because the magic is usually right there in a small moment. Okay, we've established I'm not big, so let's imagine, who do you think got to play the magic sparkle elf at Christmas for 3 years at Disney? Oh, yeah. Oh, my dad was so proud. You've no idea. I had the green tights and the pointy shoes with the bells, and the little ear extensions that point, and the hat with the bell. You should have seen the look on my father's face when he saw his 31-year-old son swinging down a 35-foot Christmas tree to hold the crowd until Santa Goofy and his magical reindeer could get there. That's all we're going to say about that right now. All right, so I would stand there, and man, in Florida, they're going to do Christmas. If it's 90 degrees, they don't care. And it's on steroids. So it's my first Christmas, and I'm standing there in the Hollywood Park. I'm looking down, and it's 90 degrees, but there's fake snow, coming off the buildings. And just, Christmas, all over the place. And I would stand there, and all day long, I could hear Bing Crosby on a loop going, I'm dreaming of a war with mom. All day long. Okay, let me tell you something. If you work one of those song rides, like It's a Small World or Yo-Yo-Ho-Ho-Ho Pirate Ride or something, they got to move you every 6 weeks, because you will go crazy. Because not only do you hear that song all day, but you are backstage and you can hear the pistons that run the robotics. So what you go home and hear is I'm standing there and Bing Crosby's singing, and I'm sweating in my green tights, and I feel ridiculous. And I'm looking out there, and I notice this family, and I don't know why, but I noticed this family. And there were 3 people. The lady looked to be in her mid-50s. I was later to find out that she was originally from Cuba, and she was with her 2 sons. And the sons both looked to be between 18 and 20, just over the kids that would usually be somewhere else, at Christmas with their friends. But these guys are around their mom, and there was a lot of affection in this family that was obvious. I mean, they're kind of roughhousing with mom and giving mom noogies, and there were no noogies for mommy in my house. That's not how we rolled. So maybe that's why I noticed this. So I look at this lady, and I see how much her boys love her, and I'm hearing Bing Crosby, and I'm dressed like an elf, and I look at this woman, and I dropped character for a second. I kind of looked at her, and I went, you must be a great mom, because your kids love you. And most guys this age, they might be off with their friends, but your kids, they definitely want to be with you. They're nuts about you. You must be a great mom. And she looked at me, and she started to cry. Oh, God, no. No, no, no. I just made a grown-up cry, and I'm dressed like an elf. Oh, no, no, no. And I looked at this lady, and I didn't know what to say. And she's looking at me with tears in her eyes, and she speaks almost no English. And I said this, well, have a magical holiday. Really? That's the best I could come with. I was in showbiz 30 years at that point. The best thing I could come with, have a magical holiday. So I leave, and I go backstage, and I tell my boss, I'm going to get in so much trouble. And I have no idea what I did, but I just made this lady cry right out there in front of everybody while I was dressed like an elf. So get ready. And the next day, I'm out there hearing Bing Crosby again, and she's coming at me going, una photo, una photo. Oh, no. I'm not sure this is a good idea. And I've seen the picture. She's standing there, and I'm going, like that. Like she's going to cry at any minute. We take the picture. She hugs me. Oh, if it is, no, if it's not. She's gone. I have no idea what any of it's about. And I forget about it. And about 5 months later, I'm somewhere else, even in a different park, doing a show. And from the back, I hear, una photo, una photo. I'm like, no. Oh, no. She sees me intermittently like that for 3 years. Till finally, I get a letter stamped from the desk of Michael Eisner, who was our CEO. She sent him a letter in very badly written English, but he wanted me to see it. And the letter told Mr. Eisner all about her first trip to Walt Disney World and how she had saved for it. And she had prepaid that ticket, like lots of folks do, almost a year in advance for her, those 2 boys, and her poppy, her father. In the middle of the year, her father passed away. This happens. So what families typically do is go, we're going to go. Oh, we'll go. It's what he would want to, we're going to go. It'll cheer us all up. And it worked for the boys, But it didn't work for Mom. And as ignorant as I was, what I walked on, I didn't realize. Those boys were trying to talk her out of taking the bus back to Miami the next day because she couldn't take it, because that sound of Bing Crosby music that was making me crazy was reminding her of Christmases past, and she bottomed out. And what I walked up on was that moment. And she wrote in that letter, Mr. Eisner, I had no idea that there would be a magical elf at the park to remind me of all I had to be thankful. Okay, I know that's gross. Totally gross. And I was shameless about going out to guest letters, just shameless. But it's weird. After 17 years at Disney, one of the things I will most be remembered for is a time I just looked at somebody and went, you must be a great mom. Nobody got anything for free. Mickey Mouse didn't show up. Walt Disney didn't become unfrozen. Nothing unusual happened. Except that a moment was facilitated between two people. And your leaders talked about that earlier. You know, it's really great, all that technology you've got, but it's still about people. And those moments we facilitate, people think I'm going to come talk about what customer service looks like to your customers. You already know what a perfect service moment looks like to your customers. You don't need a little yahoo like me to come tell you what that is. I'm here to talk about what that service looks like to you when you provide it. Because it is a superpower, and every one of those moments that you provide, one moment after another, one after another, is like one frame of animation, one drawing, 1, 2, 3. And if you step back and look at your service career and take a look at all those moments, you will see narrative. You will see life. And let me tell you something about service and providing excellence within it. Excellence will always find other excellence. Whether you're waiting tables, cleaning cars, playing a chipmunk in a theme park, or working for Colonial Life, excellence will always find excellence. Great service will always serve the server first.